I'm Professor Steve Simpson, and I'm the Academic Director of the Charles Perkins Centre at the University of Sydney, and I'm also Executive Director of Obesity Australia. So my major activity in relation to obesity is leading the Charles Perkins Centre, which is the world's largest and most comprehensive institution dedicated to studying obesity, its causes and its consequences across a whole diversity of disciplines, quite literally extending from philosophy through to clinical practice, involving engineers and mathematicians and dietitians and nutritionists and economists and all manner of others to try and understand the complexity of obesity as a system. But my personal research and that of my research group concerns nutrition and appetite and how it is that our appetite systems interface and interact with our modern nutritional environment, and how that interaction is ultimately contributing substantially to the obesity epidemic globally. The critical thing that is emerging as the smoking gun in the obesity epidemic is the ultra-processed food industries. And I think it is something that we sort of intuitively understand, that ultra-processed foods aren't good for us, but I wish that was really better understood, quite how dangerous they are to health, how aggressively they're marketed, how they've been designed explicitly to hack our biology such that we can't resist them, and how they've essentially flooded our food system. Without them, we would be far better off, and I'd venture to say we wouldn't have an obesity epidemic. I wish people understood that more and acted upon that knowledge. A second thing that I wish people would understand is that obesity is effectively a sliding scale. As your BMI rises, you go from having some volition over your health and your weight to slipping into a state where you require external agency to help. You need people to advise and support you in your lifestyle choices. But as things progress along the biology of obesity, you need more and more direct intervention, medical intervention, treatment. And that's part of a continuum, and the biology of obesity drives us from having some volition over our own lifestyles and our own weight, ultimately through having to seek external help. I believe in the collective passionately. It reflects a really deep truth about how we solve or address the obesity epidemic, and that is that we require a whole of society approach. No single person, no single institution, no single sector can solve the problem. It is so deeply wedded in the way that we've built our society that we need everybody to take part. And that's what the collective does. It brings together people from different perspectives, from different sectors, to collectively assume responsibility, take the weight off the individual, not completely exonerate the individual from having their own control over their health and lifestyle, but easing that burden by taking on a whole of society approach.